We're ready to start? Okay. All right. All right. Good evening, everyone. We are Team 2, AI for Everyman, a safety-first AI literacy platform for small business owners. Next. Did you know that 88.9% of small business owners have stopped using AI? Let's say you are a recent small business owner who runs a real estate agency. You have started using AI for a couple of months, but have found yourself overwhelmed with the amount of AI tools out there, what tasks to have AI do for your business, and how to safely enter private data into AI. We surveyed about nine small business owners across seven industries. 88.9 per 88.9 have tried AI, but most stopped using it. The barrier is not cost, not relevancy, but not trusting that their data is safe. Next. According to the 2026 Small Business AI Outlook report, there is about 36.2 million small businesses in the US. About 28% plan to launch AI training programs. That is 10.1 million potential customers, and these businesses employ 63.2 million people. There is a huge market to tap into here. Next. This is why we built AI for Everyman. It is a safety-first AI literacy platform. Here's how it works. First, you take a short quiz. The platform learns about your industry, your team size, and your comfort level. Then it builds a custom learning path. Before you touch any AI skill module, you go through a safety training. We use a traffic light framework. Green means safe to share, yellow means caution, red means never. Users practice real scenarios and get instant feedback, and every module uses real examples from their industry based on the onboarding. So, for example, let's say you're a real estate agent. You would get real estate scenarios, not generic business content. Next. Now, solutions already exist in this space. Coursera offers AI for everyone, Google runs free AI workshops, and the CBDC builds AIU, which they have small training for AI fundamentals. But none of them do these three things. Personalize by industry, train on safety with interactive simulation, and address why people stop using AI after they start. They teach what AI is, we teach how to use it safely in your actual job. Next. Now, we didn't guess what to build. We asked. We surveyed about nine small business owners across seven industries. Their number one learning priority is safety. They want short, hands-on sessions, not long lectures. And now I will pass on to Kate, who will get into our persona, our demo, our teaching framework, and our next steps.
All right, thanks, Linda.
Mhm.
Alrighty, so our persona is Mai Chen. She's a real estate agent. She already uses AI for listing descriptions and social media. But here's the thing, she handles client financial data, family information, and home search priorities every single day. And she has no system. She improvises. Maya is our MVP user. Everything we built starts with her. Now let me show you how what we built. So the onboarding takes under 2 minutes. Maya selects her industry, real estate, and enters her role. She identifies the tasks that eat the most time, so client emails, negotiation prep, and marketing content. And then she'll select if if she has a system or not, which is no, and then AI level. So we'll choose beginner. So the platform generates a personalized learning plan matched to her industry and pain points. But notice what happens next. Before she can access any safe, whoops, any skill module, she has to start with Safe Start. Let me walk you through the first scenario. So the platform teaches a key concept. Anything you type into a public AI tool using default settings is not private. It can be stored, used for training, and potentially exposed. So the rule is simple. Don't enter confidential information. Now the learner applies that concept. So here's the scenario. A real estate agent pays a prompt into ChatGPT asking for a listing description. Looks routine, address, beds, baths, and price, but there's something else in there. The sellers are divorcing and motivated to sell quickly. The learner has to decide, is this safe, caution, or not to use it? The correct answer is stop. Um, so that prompt contains the real address, the asking price, and private information about the seller's divorce and motivation. So that's the kind of data that should never go into public AI tool. The platform gives immediate feedback explaining why, so the learner doesn't just get the right answer, they understand the reasoning behind it. We didn't just build an app, we built a learning system. So every module follows a proven instructional design model called 4CID. Users start with a real business task. They get the conceptual knowledge behind how AI works. They get step-by-step guidance at the exact moment they need it, and they practice safety checks. So spotting hallucinations, redacting client data, verifying output before it goes to a client. We've mapped this framework across 15 business functions. Our MVP builds out the real estate modules, but the architecture scales to every industry. 78% of our survey respondents want ongoing training updates. So that validates a subscription model. 67% gave us their email to beta test. So we have real demand from real people. We started with real estate because the data privacy stakes are high. The platform is designed to scale from one industry to many and from individual learners to team-based cohorts with peer learning and industry-specific certification. We know where we go next. So our survey gave us strong directional signals from our respondents. The next step is expanding that sample for statistical validation. We'd run user testing, scale the backend infrastructure for user accounts and progress tracking, and launch a content update cycle to keep the modules current. But yeah, that's it. So 89% of small business owners tried AI and stopped, and we want to build a platform that brings them back safely. And our team is Linda, Evan, Anastasia, Sam, and myself. Thank you.
Hello. I can start with a question. I really like your learning framework and the concept of applying these suggestions of how to use AI in relevant, authentic problems. But I wonder about your choice to use multiple choice questions that have one right answer. Have you thought about ways to get at, students thinking more in more nuanced, kind of contextual situations?
Yeah, so for each question, so I can take you to the next one. But yeah, so if they clicked on like a wrong one, then it kind of gives them why like the answer is risky or not. Is that what you meant? Or
Um,
more
but
like,
but some of these won't have like one obvious right answer, right? Because it's AI is these questions around AI can be
right.
very nuanced. So have you thought about ways that they could complete tasks or explain their thinking when there maybe isn't one right answer?
Yeah, so the thing that we wanted to incorporate into the skill module, so like, once they get into their dashboard, so like all these skills, we would incorporate safety, um, I guess, what do you call it? Safety advice, so that so it would have them like remember like these like different concepts of safety, um, particular to like their task.
How do you think about um, creating a moat around your business? What I mean by that is um, content is cheap these days. AI can just spit things out. I'm sure it would be great if you guys had written all of this copy by hand, but I'm sure you leverage some sort of tool to build it. So, what are you thinking about in terms of product enhancements to make this a little more differentiated from what someone else could build in a couple weeks in a hackathon?
So I think we would ask people in the field, so SMEs. So, for example, we had a friend of Anastasia's. She's a real estate agent, so we were going to have her test it. But then I think the concept is being able to learn more about the specific tasks of of these roles and industries, and kind of getting like a detailed view on like what they actually do instead of like guessing like what it is that they do.
Yeah, my push for you on that, I know we're at time, is you guys are trying to tackle a lot of different job verticals at once, professional verticals. It's hard to build differentiation because you have to build a wide platform. If you picked a single industry, real estate or finance or something, and tried to think specifically what are the AI problems for them and sell into that specific vertical, I think it's easier to set yourself apart and build something that's sustainable. But nice job.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you